Welcome to the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast.
Hello, everyone. This is Jarvis S. Scott with What's Happening Birmingham. I'm back again with Birmingham City Council President and your District 7 Representative, Councilwoman, Council President Wardine Alexander. Hey, Council President Alexander, how are you today?
I'm so glad to be with you in this month of October. Fall is here, so I'm glad to be with you.
Yes, and if you all are watching this, we are Magic City Classic Month, people. I don't even want to count how many days ago, but you know the Classic is here next week.
I just looked it up. It's 8 days and about 20 hours away.
Woo, woo, woo. Pace yourself this week, everybody.
That's right.
Let's first kick off your latest District 7 news.
Well, just want to tell everyone that we're very excited in the district. We've been meeting with our neighborhood presidents. Last few weeks ago, we did have a quarterly chat and chew with our neighborhood presidents. We got back to some basics. And so we're seeing the evidence or the fruits of the realization of that by attending these neighborhood meetings this past month or that started this month, where they're using some of those procedural protocol guidelines that we have shared with them. I've been reporting on just last week. We had action by the city council where we're putting monies into a project where the city of Birmingham will be looking at every street in the city of Birmingham, and they'll be scoring it on a new rubric of a scale of 0 to 100, 0 being that street is pristine, in great shape, and 100 meaning that street needs to be paved immediately. They'll using some GIS technology to make these assessments of the streets. So we look to have that information by the beginning of next year, hopefully, so that we can go back and reassess the streets that need paving, and we can utilize that information as we create budgets and we allocate staff and rolling stock and put out bids to get that done. It's encouraging to me. We have about 22 streets in District 7 that are scheduled to be paved this year in 2023. Again, we're in year 3 of a 5-year plan to pave streets within the city of Birmingham. This news is encouraging to me, and the fact that we were able to provide this money to the Birmingham Department of Transportation so that, again, they can adequately assess the condition of our streets in each of our neighborhoods, and we can get a realistic list and a realistic idea of what those streets need and the monies that would be put forward to at least begin the repair of our worst streets.
Well, I know one street that's not on there. That's Jefferson Avenue South.
That's right. Thank the Lord. I had to remind had a neighborhood meeting on Monday, and they were telling me of some streets in their area, even though they have 5 streets in that particular neighborhood that are scheduled out of the 22. But I did have to remind them the time, the action, the advocacy it took to get Jefferson Avenue paved. So it does take a little time, but the more we have accurate information, that's how I can begin to advocate with the mayor, with Birmingham Department of Transportation to get those streets paved.
Yes. So this month, of course, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Anything your office working on?
Well, we did partner with Brenda's Brown Bosom Buddies. She did have her annual Sister Strut on the last weekend in September. And so we were very excited to partner with her. We also allocated some District 7 discretionary funds to help her with her programs. The reason I've always participated in and been a part of Brenda's Brown Bosom Buddies, Brenda Hung has worked so tirelessly to help women and families of color deal with the situations that they have to be involved with when a woman is diagnosed with cancer. We know in our communities, we're often diagnosed in the latter stages of breast cancer because we have not had that preventative care. We've not taken mammograms. So she gives free mammograms. I know that she's partnering right now with other organizations within the city of Birmingham to bring that health care to our residents. So I just ask all of our residents to get those mammograms, wear pink, and to support Brenda's Brown Bosom Buddies and other organizations that want to benefit and aid our families. I also want to give a shout out and just a hand clap to those survivors that have gone through and those patients that are getting care, and just know that we're there for you.
Oh yes, and shout out to Brenda because she has been doing it for years. That's like
Yes, she has.
that
I'm happy
always
to partner with her. Thank you.
that goes on. And I promise, Brenda, if you're watching this, I'm gonna come out one year, the sister strut, because Brenda does it early in the morning.
Well, that's right. We were there crisp fall morning. I believe it was actually the first weekend of fall. So it's always great. You can get your walk on, you get some dancing on and some great food, but it's really just a great opportunity to bring about that breast cancer awareness and to raise funds so that she can support our residents. So I'm going to say also, I do plan to partner with her again next year. We've also partnered with her for other health initiatives that she brings to different districts throughout the city. And so we'll be looking forward to partnering with her for that.
Okay. And one thing I think I read in the news about Rickwood Field.
Yes. As we know, Rickwood Field has such a vast history here in Birmingham, where they were the homes of the Birmingham Black Barons. I know that the Barons played from 1920 to 1960 there at Rickwood Field. So that's 40 years of tradition for Negro League baseball. The Major League Baseball is coming, and they're working with the Friends of Rickwood Field. They're bringing a 2024 MLB game to Rickwood Field. That'll be June 20th. 2024. So what we've done is allocated some funding to spruce up the field and bring it into modern day use. Included in that is turf renewal. There'll be improvements to the dugout. There'll be padding and moving the outfield walls. And so we're just excited to be able to support this effort to bring those improvements to Rickwood Field. Rickwood Field, again, has a vast history that's in District 8 in Councilor Carol Clark's district. But this is a crown jewel of the city of Birmingham, a great entertainment opportunity for the city of Birmingham. Those changes to Rickwood Field and bringing this game on behalf of, in conjunction with Major League Baseball, this is just another one of the ways that we want to make the city of Birmingham a tourist attraction. Great sports, great food, great amenities. And so I'm as excited as all councilors voted to provide those funds to spruce up Rickwood Field and make it an enjoyable event when that game comes to Birmingham.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be nice because, I mean, next year, this time, 2024 will be right. I mean, literally being the last quarter, you get through this month, got 2 more months to go. But I think, especially like you said, to have that Major League Baseball field, even though we get the field now with Regions, I don't call it Regents Park.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, downtown.
But again, that's not in the city of Birmingham. And so we want to utilize our legacy venues, and Rickwood Field is definitely one of those. What I like most about this particular game that's coming in June, we'll be paying homage and we'll be honoring those members of the Negro League. And so I think this will be a great opportunity for our students to learn about this great sports history in the city of Birmingham.
Oh, yes, most definitely. So this month is Domestic Violence Month.
Yes.
What y'all working on that for?
Yes, it's important that we turn our attention, in addition to breast cancer awareness, October is also set aside to bring more awareness to domestic violence. I know that Councilor Smitherman in District 6, she's offering a program later next week that will draw some attention to domestic violence and have a panel of experts to come out and talk about that. It's important to me that victims of domestic violence are aware. I did go to a facility called One Place that's over on the south side of Birmingham, and they immediately come to the aid of victims of domestic violence. Often it's not just the victim, it's her family as well. And so they have to give care, treatment, and shelter for the victim as well as her children. And one interesting thing that I found is that often by the time someone is harmed, murdered as a result of death of domestic violence, they've typically been in that situation before. And so it's very challenging for family members to try to help that individual get out of that situation. One thing that really stuck with me when I visited One Place is that if someone chokes you in a domestic violence situation, it is more than likely that they will murder you eventually.
Oh,
And so I'm just asking people who are in this situation, seek the help. There's help out there. And one of those is a organization that is supported by members of the city council, and that's one place. But other churches, your family, mental health experts, our police department, they're all willing to help get you out of those situations.
Okay. So then another month too is last month, 16th Street Baptist Church, Birmingham, of course, about the bombing of the church. Can you tell you about the activity? And we even had Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson here too, right?
Yes, we did. That was on September 15th. It was the 60th commemorative program where we honored, the tagline for that was "Say Their Names." It was important that we continue to say the names of the 4 girls that were murdered there, as well as there were 2 young men that were also killed on that day of violence during that time in 1963, September 15th. So it was very important to me to be a part of that commemoration by attending and hearing from our Supreme Court Justice, our first African-American Supreme Court Justice. And she talked about her own roots here in Birmingham. She actually has family in Birmingham, but she said this was her first time visiting the state of Alabama. So we rolled out the red carpet for her, but we want to not to lose sight of that, but to keep in memory the families of the 4 young girls and the 2 young men that lost their lives that day. I have the unique honor of having lived in the same neighborhood with the family of Denise McNair. And so I grew up in that neighborhood, had a cousin that actually should have been among those Sunday school students that Sunday morning. The only reason she wasn't with them is that she was sick and her family didn't attend church that day. So I just want, as we know the struggles we've had as a city when it comes to civil rights issues, we know where we've been, we know where we've come. And so it's just important to me that we commemorated those lives on that day. I do want to, in keeping with that and talking about our rich civil rights history and where we've come and where we're going, I do want to remind voters of the importance of their vote. People died for them to have the right to exercise their vote. There is a vote coming up, a runoff election coming up on Tuesday, October 24th. That's in the House District 55. That district is not in District 7, but I'm just encouraging all voters to go out and exercise your right to vote.
Oh yeah, don't forget to do that, even though it's Magic City Classic week, everybody.
I know. Yes.
Before you go see Bobby.
Let's do first things first. Those residents in that district, I ask them to please go out and vote, and there'll be plenty of activities for you to do once you get your vote and those polls are closed.
Yeah, you can go see Bobby Rush. You can go see Lorenz Tate.
That's right.
Go vote. So Magic City Classic here. I guess I really don't know much to say.
I know, it's the granddaddy of them all. It's also, again, we're just very excited to have this event again at our historic Legion Field, football capital of the South. I hope that our residents will please make note of the fact that as a city council, as a mayor, we continue to invest in Legion Field. We want to bring events like this and others into Legion Field. And so October 28th, 2:30 p.m., that'll be the kickoff for the granddaddy of them all. I do want to let residents know that this year you will have the members of the city council will be riding together in the Magic City Parade. That parade, I believe, starts at 8 a.m. We'll have an early morning. Those councilors who will be participating in that, we've got to line up by 6:30. So if we're a little froggy, we'll all be there though. But we are very excited to be able to team up and be a part of the Magic City Classic. Now listen, are available. Don't bombard your councilor or the mayor for tickets. You can go to www.classic.com. And so just please, we hope you support. As you said, I can't even name how many events that are already planned and by various organizations, as well as the 2 universities to bring a part to celebrate Magic City Classic. The only thing I ask, let's all pace ourselves, stay hydrated, and get some rest. And let's go out and cheer for our favorite team.
Yes, and also because I just got the email today, the shuttle bus. There's like 3 different locations you can shuttle bus, and it's $5 to
Yes,
and they start. I forgot what time they start up to. But I know
I
downtown.
don't know. But if you come to the D7 page, I'll be happy to get that information and get that posted. And I'm sure you can find that information as well at www.magiccityclassic.com. What we want to encourage, we don't want to have any traffic bottlenecks or create any unsafe conditions because of the number of cars. So I do encourage residents to utilize the shuttle bus, buses or other share rides that are available so that we don't, again, jam up the city when people are trying to get in and out of the game, and we can do it safely. And in your most major cities, you do see a lot of share riding and shuttles. And so I would strongly encourage that we learn how to utilize this method of transportation as well.
Okay. Well, Council President, thank you for always coming by to tell us what's going on in your district, but also tell us, as your position as president of the council, all the work you all are doing. It's evident. You can see it, you can touch it, you can drive your car on it. That's
well, I do want residents, and if you have any concerns or issues, please know that we react very swiftly, and you can always call my office at 205-254-2498. If you don't get an answer, please leave a message that is automatically recorded and sent to me and my staff so that we can act quickly on your concerns. Also, I encourage residents to attend your neighborhood meetings. This is also a great way to get those issues out there and be sure that either my or my staff, when we're in attendance, we're able to assist you quickly and escalate those issues that need to come straight to the mayor's attention. Also, just last reminder, we have my BHAM app, the 311 app, and it is very useful. You can use it with this tool right here. And you can very quickly use it to get your issue. You cut out the middleman, but me and my staff, and you go straight to the department that needs to get that issue. As always, if you still would like to have us to navigate that for you and advocate for you, you're welcome to call that same number, 205-254-2498. After you've been given your 311 incident number, we'll log it and we'll help you to look at that up to completion so that we can monitor the progress of that work for you.
All right. Well, thank you, Council President. Thank you all for watching. Please check out what's happening Birmingham.com for more interviews. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. At this time of the taping, I'm like almost 3 away from 1,000 subscribers. A lot of people watch it, but subscribe for me.
Well, congratulations.
Yes, and actually, I didn't tell you this either. I'm almost like 2 or 3 episodes away from my 500th episode.
Well, we'll have to have a celebration for that.
Yeah, for the podcast. So you all keep watching. I don't know who the 500 episode is going to be yet, so I'll figure some out. And check out the audio version of this on Apple Podcasts. Thank you all again, and happy Magic City Class, everybody. And pace yourself and drink water. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast. Please check out our website, app, or subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest videos today.